Welcome to the SOI Clave video blog number 7. My name is Curtis Clave.
And I'm John Sauter.
Today we're going to talk about the future of television and how the internet is playing and will play a major role in the changes to come. Recently, Google sent me a Google TV box which plugs right in your television and allows you to use the internet to serve your content. Unfortunately, a lot of the major networks right now, NBC, ABC, Fox, are all blocking Google TV, which means I cannot watch, your television shows like you would on cable. So after about 3-4 weeks, I got frustrated, reinstalled my cable with Cox, added $80 to my bill again, but it's all good. My wife's able to watch her Modern Family and all that stuff now, so she's happy, and I'm able to use Google TV to surf the internet, flick through YouTube, all that kind of stuff. So that's kind of cool.
So what did you like about the Google TV UI, the user interface? How did that play for you?
I mean, the biggest problem, like I said, was not being able to access the major networks' programs. So I basically would go to NBC.com and it'd be a black screen saying Google TV's blocked, which kind of defeats the purpose. But
theoretically, if it wasn't, you think it was a good interface?
Yeah, I mean, once NBC figures out a way to monetize that, I'm sure they'll allow access, because you can plug in your computer to the TV and access these websites just fine, but they don't want Google TV to have access because it pulls in just the video and kind of removes their side ads and whatnot. So
okay, that makes sense.
It's coming. I think it's not really, it's sold publicly, but they're not hyping it up too much yet. So I think as the networks and Google work together, it'll be a cool thing.
I was watching the UFC 125 this weekend, and something really interesting I heard afterwards. I wish I would have heard before. Was you can watch the pay-per-view, which you go to your cable box and you hit play and you get the broadcast, which is great. But if you went to UFC.com, which the UFC wants you to do because they make 100% of the revenue then versus the pay-per-view provider taking some money.
Right.
But you can craft your own experience. Basically, you can choose the camera angle around the cage that you saw the fight at, which is great. You can say, hey, I want to stay in this angle, and no matter how the fight takes place, I can watch it from that angle. And which I thought was the most innovative was you can listen to each fighter's corner. So you can select the corner, people you want to listen to, and they'd shout out instructions, and you'd see the fighter react by hearing his corner, which is really cool. And you can also listen to the broadcast. And I thought it was a really unique way of getting people to go online to watch something, because you really crafted your own experience versus watching whatever the director on site said, hey, cut here, here, and here. You get to cut the whole broadcast together. I thought that was really innovative.
That's really cool. I mean, do you think it's possible for like a major network television show to do that type of a thing? I mean, could people essentially edit their own show and then share it with their friends? I mean, is that...
I don't see why not. I think if you plan to do that and you captured the video that way, you could do it. I mean, let's say you're watching The Bachelor and they can have 2 cameras and say, this is when you can cut to this angle. Maybe you don't have every angle cuttable, but you can have some sort of control. Definitely some backstage stuff. I mean, there's a lot of unique things here that I think that people could do to really make that internet TV experience greater than paying your $80 for cable each month.
That's cool. That's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's really the future of TV is your own experience, and I think that's where everything's going when it comes to the internet. You create your own experience, you have your own apps, everything's personalized, and I think TV, the next step, the next generation is to personalize it, and I think the UFC really made a great first step towards that, and I applaud them for that. I think that's one of the most innovative things I've heard when it comes to internet TV in a long time.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, we'd like to hear what you guys have to say. If you've seen any other network shows, whatever it may be, maybe an internet television show or something that's doing something kind of innovative, send us a link, tell us what you think. Maybe you have some other ideas of how people could better their video blogs or television shows, whatever it may be. We'd love to hear them. So,
under or over, Curtis? How about 5 years before you get rid of cable again?
I don't know. Yeah, probably at least. It's. I honestly try, but it's too hard.
Well, I'm going to take the under. I think I'll be done with cable in 5 years. That's my bet. And we want to hear what you guys think about that as well.
Yeah, send us a message, info@soiclave.com, Facebook or Twitter. Talk to you soon.